I am confusion. I just watched a video of this little girl. She's like 14. She came home from somewhere. The family dogs came to greet her at the door. She walked past them, went and got a pew-pew, went in the other room and pew-pewed her mom in the face 3 times, offed her, right? Went to the kitchen, grabbed her phone, called the stepdad for him to come home. He gets home. She blasted on him too, hit him in the shoulder. He survived though. So I'm confused already as to why in the hell she would do that, right? Then I go to the comments. People are like, oh, those poor dogs. The dogs?
Hey fam, it's Gracie here once again. Welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping you guys are doing amazing, and I have an interesting guest on my channel today, and I'm just gonna let her introduce herself.
Welcome. Thank you. Hello again. So my name is Sumi. I'm so happy that a sister of mine has given me this opportunity to be here, and you get to know me as well, and also talk about more. And in case you want to find out also my platform, my channel is called Miss African. You can find me there. Thank you.
Yes. Now guys, shout out to Mr. Derek, who is a constant supporter and membership subscriber on my channel, and to people that super thank me on these videos. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Now in today's video, we are going to be reacting on something that is very, very interesting, especially us coming from here. These are not the things that we consider normal, so we get surprised when we see them happening in the West, and we wonder which kind of world some people be existing in. But we are going to watch these clips of this young girl that literally, killed her mother, and the commentary that people have is just something that is out of this world. It's something that I don't even understand. People literally show sympathy for dogs than they would have shown it for human beings. And I think, guys, let's just watch it, come back and talk about it.
I am confusion. I just watched a video of this little girl. She's like 14. She came home from somewhere. The family dogs came to greet her at the door. She walked past them, went and got a pew-pew, went in the other room and pew-pewed her mom in the face 3 times, offed her, right? Went to the kitchen, grabbed her phone, called the stepdad for him to come home. He gets home. She blasted on him too, hit him in the shoulder. He survived though. So I'm confused already as to why in the hell she would do that, right? Then I go to the comments. People are like, oh, those poor dogs. The dogs? Oh, I hope the dogs are okay. They must be traumatized. The dogs? What about, stay with me. What about the human that just got offed? Got her nose wiped? The dogs?
In March of 2024, 14-year-old Carly Gregg snuck into her mother's bedroom, retrieved her mom's gun from under the mattress, and unalived her mom, shooting her 3 times. She also attempted to unalive her stepfather. She is currently on day 3 of her trial, and of course her mental health has come into play. And y'all, this is tragic, and I do not want you all to think that I'm victim blaming, but when does it end? We just had the shooting at Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia. Parents, if you know that your children are struggling with their mental health and you have weapons in your house, hide or remove your weapons altogether. Remain diligent in monitoring their friends, their social media accounts, who they're following, what music they're listening to, their attendance in school, their grades. I know that we went through a season where people years ago were trying to shame parents who were actually involved in their children's lives by labeling them as helicopter parents. But we all see what happened happens when parents step back and give their children too much freedom, especially when your child is battling mental health issues. And here's where I'm going to trigger a lot of you. I am not against therapy. Therapy alone does not work. It is a family effort. It is a village effort, and it requires a lot of prayer. And I'm going to trigger some of you even more because these kind of activities that are manifesting in our kids are demonic. You cannot medicate a demon. A person can strategically plan and execute a murder. That's not a mental health issue. That's demonic behavior. It does not matter the person's age, socioeconomic background, or their past. This little girl shot her mom 3 times in the face. Then she sang to her dog while she texted her friends and asked them to come over so that she could show them her dead mom's body. Society has spent years trying to relabel the issues, and all they've done is magnify them. They might have taken prayer out of the schools, but that does not mean you have to take it out of your home. There is help. God is here. We are here. And the first step to overcoming is by going to God and those who believe in Him and standing on Bible.
Guys, put your thoughts in the comment section about this entire, situation. We don't know if this is deemed normal behavior in the West, because according to us, I think this is something that is a shock to us. We can't believe this. Like, a kid literally even has a right to have a weapon or access a weapon and use it in the house. These are things that we don't, do over here, right?
Yes.
And the respect, I'm gonna say respect people have towards animals, cats, dogs, supersedes the love and the like they have for human beings. Because you could see clearly in the video, people in the comment section were saying, oh, poor dog, it is traumatized, oh my goodness. I'm like, there's a body lying there, lifeless, and these dogs were so loyal to this person that is down, right? And like, human life is taken, and people are thinking about dogs. But at the same time, I feel like dogs are smarter.
Yeah.
They know. They
Yes.
barked before she killed her,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
They know the situation, but people that, as much as we are saying this video has a lot of mental health and stuff like that, I feel like if we said that this kid has mental health issues, even the people that are commenting, poor dog, if they are traumatized and all of that, I think they do have mental illnesses.
Talk about it. For real. Okay, so this is what I really think about this video personally. It always starts from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always starts from home. And according to how the parents go ahead and give the freedom to children,
Yeah.
for the fact that the kid has to go ahead and access the gun, they know where the gun has been kept. The fact that this child literally has been like that, we are just saying according to how it has happened.
Yeah.
They know it is not all about mental illness. It's even like a devil within the human being.
Yeah.
So they knew this child literally has this thing in her. So I feel like it starts really at home. It was the parents' responsibility to go ahead and monitor this child.
Yes.
Okay, to monitor this child. And
By the way, speaking of which, they said the reason as to why she did what she did. I mean, let me tell you guys, this entire situation is premeditated. You saw how she hid the pew, right? Went and pew the mama, came back and hid it, right? All of this was intentional.
Yes.
But they are saying that the reason as why she did this, that this kid had vapors, smoking and stuff like that, and then the mother got her doing it and stopped her from doing it, right? And she decided to come back and be like, who are you to tell me what to do and what not to do? So she decided. So you realize that there's too much freedom. Over here, you cannot discipline your child. You cannot tell them this is not right.
yes,
In
yes.
the West, like, this is something that is new to us over here, because over here, they regulate your behavior.
Yes.
Your parents are fully involved. You see the way this lady said that, she's not here to say therapy is not good, but therapy is not enough. Parents need to fully be involved in their children's life, right?
Exactly. And that is why I go back and I appreciate the African cultures
Yeah.
on how we do raise our own children, okay? If the therapy has refused to work on you, then the parent is going to be very involved in you and very hard
Let
on
me
you.
tell you, our entire home is a whole therapy session.
Yes, yes.
Because, and you know, over here we have a saying that a child is not raised by one person, can be raised by a village.
Yes.
That when someone notices something, they will always come and correct your child, even when they find them doing something bad, right?
Yes.
In the West, it is the opposite. A child will call a police on you for literally disciplining them. And guys, and I'm sorry to even speak a lot, by the way, but these are things that I've been looking and seeing on the internet, and my eyes have been bugging, and I'm like, what is going on? Just of recent, this kid, another kid, by the way, I don't know if you guys see the sequence and how this entire thing keeps happening, right? This kid goes to a high school and pews something like, I don't know how many kids he unalived, right? And even the staffs, the teachers in the school, he unalived them. But this kid literally had records, and they had said that he should not possess, you know, any whatever. The father goes ahead, later on, he buys him a what? A pew. Like,
Imagine.
and the kid goes ahead, like, why would you even, there are homicides that are in the West, there are school shootings. It can
And-
never be Africa.
It can never. It can never. That's why at the same time, the way you say, Gracie, that the people down in the comment section who are going ahead to support the dogs, I feel like not only them that are mentally healed, also the parents are mentally healed. Imagine seeing this situation for the longest time, and then you go ahead and support the child. You're not literally going ahead and to do something. You're literally supporting the child. Oh, that much freedom. It means that you're also mentally ill. Mentally ill.
I think this video should create more awareness about mental health, that it is a real thing. But at the same time, I feel like some of these kids, there's just too much freedom, right? But this entire thing of people saying, you know, we have to find out why she did what she did. You all saw the footage, and you see that all of this was premeditated, and there's nothing that necessitates taking out someone's life. It doesn't matter what your parents have done to you or what. Nothing necessitates you going and getting that pew and putting it into the heads.
Gracie, for the fact that she didn't even stop on only keeping the mom, she went ahead, started texting the dad.
Yeah.
You see that when you look at that, it is something that, as you said, it is so intentional, and it shows so much evil in this child and so much hate. You get the time you're literally killing the mom wasn't enough for her. She even wants to take the dad, because at the same time we see that this dad is a stepdad. You
Yeah.
get. So I feel like we shouldn't really over pamper kids where it's not necessary.
And now let me give you the wild story. While we are still thinking the dad will probably, you know, say something that makes sense, guess what? The father was on the side of the guy.
Really?
The father, actually, in the proceedings, in court proceedings, because I saw some of the videos, is in the proceedings, the father was literally defending this child. I'm sorry to say, this is not just about race or whatever, but I feel like these people, right? These people, I think violence is in their DNA, and they are super used to it. Do you realize that these palm-colored people, what they care for mostly is animals, not humans? A palm-colored will take your life out, but they will never take a life of a dog. And in the West, it is crazy that if you do something to the dog or to an animal, you're gonna face too much consequence. I'm like, it
And
doesn't make sense.
Do you remember when we were growing up, Gracie? Remember when we would see a dog
Yeah.
and then you would just beat it with a stone, not because you hate it, but it's kind of you want to show the dog it's lean, where it's really.
I think when we go in the West and we you know, God have mercy upon us, because we don't want to be in trouble. Because over here, we don't have that much of such a big culture when it comes to pets. So you literally slap a dog
Yes, and you would be like, go and eat from the other side, don't come near me. Even just, it is kind of, not because you don't love the dog, but we more of prioritize human than
We
dogs.
prioritize humans.
Yes.
Human lives matter over here than the pets, okay?
Yes.
We do love pets, don't judge us, but we do respect human life more than we would have. That's why we are coming with our opinion, because for us, it is a shock that people are caring for the whatever. But again, guys, this is something for you that are believers. Don't just pray for yourself.
Yeah.
Pray for your children. There are some habits that come for your children, and you struggle and talk as a parent. You do your job, but then nothing changes, right? That is where it needs you as a parent to put your child in prayer and be like, God, you gave me this gift. Please, I can't handle it. I can't correct this. Give me wisdom to deal and handle this child, right?
Yes.
Because otherwise, with the cases of how kids are doing these things, the school shootings, now parents drop their children at school nowadays in the West, and they are scared to death because they don't know if their kid is gonna come back. Can you imagine worrying about mature people coming and shoot at the school, and also worrying about fellow kids coming and shooting at their fellow kid? Like, so that's why I'm like, this world is getting more crazier and evil, right? So please pray for your children, but disciplining your children too and not giving them too much freedom is very, very necessary. Sumi here was talking about the beauty of the African culture. Over here, oh my love, you're not gonna report anywhere if you're being disciplined. In fact, when you go and report at the police, when your parents have been disciplining you, the police will actually add more on you.
I'm even sorry for cutting you, Gracie. Do you know that here in Africa, actually, a child is not being raised by only the family, but also the community.
Yes.
You will be walking, going at the well, but playing. You're supposed to go back home early. They discipline you. So it makes you grow up knowing that if I do anything, Auntie Gracie will see me and she will punish me. So that's when we go back to the African culture, I appreciate it so much. So people are not even putting down your cultures back in the West, but I feel like as parents we should highly raise our kids properly.
Yes.
You get?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey guys, this was intense, but those are our thoughts. We are not judging.
Yes.
These are new scenarios to us, and I think we just wanted to talk about it. But also for those of you that want to come to the motherland, we give you a glimpse of how good it still is and how safe it is for you to raise a child in Africa, right?
Yes.
So at least you have a chance for your child to still be a child and not have access to all these PQs and all of that, right? So you guys are going to put your thoughts in the comment section about this entire thing. Sumi has a YouTube channel,
Yes.
which I'm gonna put in the description box. Go ahead and subscribe and support her, please. Yes, she's upcoming. Give her and show her some love, and subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't and you are landing on this video for your very first time. Put your thoughts, tell us what you think about this entire thing, and why don't you guys let us see you in another video.
Sure. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so happy for meeting you all. Gracie has been telling me how you guys are so supportive to her, and I appreciate that. And I still remain Sumi, Miss Afro King. That's my channel.
Yes, go subscribe.
Go subscribe.
Bye.